A Life of Bliss. Being the biography of a bachelor with Diana Churchill, Colin Gordon, Frederick Treves, Sheila Sweet, Judith Stott, Sheila Manahan, and Percy Edwards. Another chapter in the life of that shy young man, David Alexander Bliss, known to us as George Cole. David and his married sister Anne begin a chapter which for them ends with an exclamation. Oh, brother.
A visitor?
Tony's younger brother, Robin.
Oh, gosh, I'd forgotten Tony had a brother.
But you've met him, surely.
Yes, but only once and years ago. Actually, I don't remember much about him, except that he has fair hair.
Blue eyes and a boyish charm.
How long is he going to be staying with you?
A week at the outside. Poor Robin. He never lasts very long. You could almost say he comes in cycles. Arrives out of the blue, stays a few days, departs under a cloud.
Well, you don't mean he gets into trouble?
Invariably.
I say, that should give us a fellow feeling.
I don't mean to be unkind, and I'm genuinely fond of him.
But?
A shallow character.
Really?
Terribly. Even allowing for the fact that girls mature faster than boys.
Well, do they?
Yes, we do. What's more, we make the most of our advantage.
Well, how?
Men's immaturity makes them vulnerable.
So?
We grab our chance and marry them.
Oh, I see.
Hence the old saying, catch them while they're young.
If I remember rightly, you didn't catch Tony while he was young. He was at least 26.
Yes, I know. Terribly backward for his age.
It's a good job I don't take you seriously.
I'm not joking about Brother Robin. That is serious. After all, he's rising 35.
Good gracious, I didn't realize he was as old as that.
Neither does he, apparently. Of course, you meet hundreds of men like him, but he's such a typical case.
Is case the word you wanted?
Definitely. And there's only one way to describe it.
What's that?
Arrested development.
Well, I say, that's a bit hard.
But true.
But he's never grown up.
A veritable Peter Pan. Manner, outlook, even his vocabulary.
Why? What sort of things does he say?
Oh, let me think. Parties are bang on. He has a wizard time, but likes a few snifters first, a few drinks. Also known as snorters. Girls are absolute smashers, stunners, corkers, or scorchers.
Scorchers?
Sizzling. And although I hate the word myself, for him, no party's complete without snogging. Without that, there's no joy.
Snogging?
Smooching.
Smooching?
Oh. Come now, Poppet, you can't be that innocent.
Well, I've never heard them before in my life. Well, what on earth do they mean?
Oh, dear. How can I put it without shocking you? Remember Wednesday evening?
Wednesday evening?
Tony and I went out.
Oh, yes, and Zoe and I babysat for you.
That's right. Now then, what else did you do?
What did we do? Sat and watched television.
I might have known. Well, believe me, smooching's more fun.
You still haven't explained.
I'm beginning to feel almost embarrassed. Petting. No?
No.
Oh, for goodness sake, kissing, cuddling and such.
Oh, I say, steady on. Let's get back to Robin.
Yes, all right, but there's something I must ask you first, for Zoe's sake, not mine. I take it Wednesday was the exception, not the rule.
In what way?
Television's already killed the art of conversation. I'd hate to think it was spreading.
Oh, gosh, I see what you mean.
Oh, I'm so glad you do. I'm feeling quite flushed. And the answer?
Well, if you must know, yes.
Thank goodness for that.
Zoe's an absolute corker, and we have a scorching time.
I'm sure you've got the wrong word.
Oh, have a wizard time.
Bang on.
Well, I'm not surprised I got it wrong. Corkers, scorchers.
Stunners and smashers. You'll find it comes quite naturally.
Not to me. I've never been good at languages, and that's double Dutch.
That's what I meant. It should come naturally.
I interpret your point. Now, let's get back to Robin.
I forget where we were.
A veritable Peter Pan.
Ah, yes.
Where is he, by the way?
Upstairs changing. I hope Tony's not going to be late. He's supposed to be picking him up at 6:30.
Why? Where are they off to?
Some show or other. But I expect they'll have a few snifters first.
Oh, naturally. enjoy the show all the more after a few snorters.
See? You're speaking it like a native.
Yes, and that's exactly how it sounds. Like some strange tribal chant.
Hello, here comes the chief of the tribe. In here, Robin.
Righto.
At a guess, this will be a familiar chant.
Meaning?
He wants to borrow something.
Like it as I've forgotten to... Oh, sorry.
Do you remember my brother, David?
Remember your brother? Of course I remember him. Met you when I was here last year.
4 years ago, at least.
How tempus fugit. Greetings, brother.
Hail, Chief.
Did you want something, Robin?
Cufflinks. Forgot to pack mine. Wondered if I could bag a pair of Tony's.
He has got another pair, but I'm not sure where I put them. I'll go and have a look.
Oh, good show.
The drinks are on the sideboard if you'd like one.
Never been known to refuse. Hope Tony's not going to be late.
I'm sure he won't.
We're off to a show together.
Yes, I know. So Anne was chanting.
Chanting?
You're saying?
Join me in a tot.
In a tot?
A drink.
Oh, I see. That's another word for it. No, thanks. I don't sniff. I never snort. Never drink. I take it you're on holiday.
Started yesterday. 2 carefree weeks. Oh, well, first this evening, down the hatch.
Spit in your eye. Mud.
Started with a bang, too.
What, your holiday?
Yes, went to a party last night.
A good party?
Oh, bang on.
I bet you met some snorting wizards.
Met some...
Some absolutely native girls.
Some of them were a bit wild. Well, come to that, it was a wild party. Didn't finish till crack of dawn.
I bet I know how it finished, too.
How?
Smogging.
Smogging?
Snooching.
Snooching?
Oh, come now, you can't be that innocent.
Haven't the foggiest notion what you mean.
No, for goodness sake. Kissing and scorching and such. Cuddling and such.
I think I need another snifter. You sure you won't join me?
No, really, thanks, Peter. What show are you going to see?
East End Story. It's a musical. And the name's Robin, not Peter.
Oh, gosh, is that what I said?
Yes.
I'm sorry. I was thinking of another character called Peter.
Oh, that's all right. Mud in your eye.
Down the pan. Down the hatch. Yeah, who's starring in it? Anybody well known?
No, it's a touring version, that's all. It's a good cast, though. The leading lady's a girlfriend of mine.
I say, is she?
Amanda Lee.
Is she good in the show?
Oh, bang on. Sings like a dream, and when she dances, she makes you sit up and watch. Smashing little number.
Oh, really? What's it called?
Called?
The number.
I think I'll have another snifter.
1 pair of cufflinks.
Ah, wizard.
You'll have to hurry.
You're right, I will. Tempus fugit. Well, see you before we go, old man.
Righto, Chief.
How did you get on together?
I don't think we spoke the same language.
Apart from that, what did you think?
Well, he seems quite a pleasant chap.
But?
A veritable Peter Pan.
Oh, he's a nice enough boy and harmless enough, except when he and Tony get together.
And then?
Chaos. Robin looks up to him as the big brother. Tony puts on a big act and ends up by aping Robin. Not that I mind for myself, but it's so wrong for him, obviously.
Well, I don't know about that, but I certainly don't believe it.
Believe what?
Well, that Tony starts aping his brother.
Gets up to all sorts of monkey tricks.
Well, for example?
Well, the last time Robin came to stay was about a year ago.
So I gathered.
They went out together the night he arrived. Came reeling home at 4, singing at the tops of their voices, it's 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, gracious, still, there's a perfectly simple explanation.
Tell me.
Their watches had stopped.
Their explanation wasn't much better.
Where on earth had they been?
I never found out the real story. The only definite sign I had was of their visit to the White Hart. And only had that tucked under his arm.
What?
The White Hart sign.
Well, you don't mean he...
Brought it home with him. We had the wretched thing in the house for about 3 days. I couldn't pass a policeman without feeling guilty.
What happened to it in the end?
I made them take it back, and then it wasn't a very good idea either.
Why?
They came back with 3 others.
Friends?
Signs. Saloon bar, public bar, and one unmentionable. And if you ever see any man outside the White Hart looking lost, that's the reason why.
Why, I must say, it doesn't sound like Tony.
Well, of course not. He was aping his brother. Believe it now?
He gets up to all sorts of monkey tricks. Whatever did you say to him?
Nothing really. He said he was sorry and I forgave him.
Just like that?
Just like that. Surprised?
Very.
Never hit a man when he's down. That's what you talk about, isn't it?
Well, yes.
Same applies to a wife with her husband.
Never nag him when he's down?
Precisely. Never then and only when you must.
Well, I doubt if there are many wives who'd be so understanding.
They should if they want to go on being wives. Nagging a husband's like knowing how much jewelry to wear. A little helps, but you can so easily overdo it.
There's something in that.
Anyway, you've got to make allowances, and I make 3. Christmas, his reunion dinner, his brother Robin.
Bang on. Oh, by the way, I take it he doesn't ape that, too.
Oh, yes, chance away quite happily.
Oh, gosh. Not so much one of the chaps as one of the tribe.
Big white brother has returned. In here, darling.
Hello. Hello there.
Hello,
darling.
Tony.
Hello, dear. Where's Junior?
Upstairs changing.
Hope he's not going to be long. Tempest fugits.
Spoken like a native. Joking.
I'm tempted to ask you to explain.
I shouldn't, if I were you, take up too much tempest. Doesn't he look smart, David?
Terribly. When did you change?
Lunchtime. Are you staying to supper?
Yes, to keep Anne company.
Good show.
Oh, good heavens, I'd forgotten. It's been in the oven for hours.
Befitting the occasion.
How?
A burnt offering.
Yes, but we've got to eat it.
Burnt offering, native. I'm tempted again. Still, Anne's right. I haven't time to get involved.
Oh, it was only a joke.
Only pulling a leg. You've met Robin before, haven't you?
Once, yes, years ago.
Seen him this evening?
Oh, yes, well, we had quite a long powwow.
Now, don't tempt me too far.
We had quite a long chat.
Yeah, go on. Think I'll have a quick snifter.
I had a feeling you would.
Anything wrong in it?
Or on the contrary. Enjoy the show all the better if you've had a few corkers.
Corkers?
Snorters. It's no use. It doesn't come naturally, and it never will. Not that I ever thought it would.
David, old boy, what are you talking about?
The tribal chant. I mean,
The temptation's too great.
No, I've told you, it was a joke.
Yours or Anne's?
Mine.
Sure?
Positive.
All right, then, perhaps you'd explain. The tribal chant.
Robin's vocabulary. Corkers, scorchers, stunners, smashers, snifters, to mention but a few.
Ah, so that's all it was.
That's all.
Anne thinks he sounds a joke.
Definitely. And I must admit, I agree. Anne hasn't mentioned it.
Too late. Fact is, Anne doesn't like Robin and never has.
Oh, no, that just isn't true, Tony. She's very fond of him. I know, because she said so to me. If you think for a moment, you'll see you're wrong.
Will I? Why?
Well, he's such a pleasant chap. Nobody could possibly dislike him.
Ah, that's true enough.
And that includes Anne.
All right, you've made your point. I'm fond of the boy myself.
Well, I'm sure it's mutual. He looks up to you, too.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I do.
Why, did he tell you so?
Well, not himself, no. But that's something else Anne said.
What?
That Robin looks up to his great white brother.
Looks up to his
looks up to the big ape. Up to you as a big act. A brother.
I'm not going to lose my temper while he's in the house. He's under the impression I'm happily married. I'll have another drink instead. Snifter.
Oh, no, look, Tony, you ought to know me by now. I'm always mixing things up.
Yes, but the ingredients always come from Anne.
Hello, Tony.
Hello there.
All ready and correct.
Good show. Join me in the tot?
Have been known to refuse.
Coming up now. There you are.
Ah, thanks. Down the hatch.
Mud in your eye.
Bang ho.
Bang ho.
Bung on.
Foreigner.
The offering wasn't as burnt as I thought. You boys ought to be going. Tempest fugits.
On our way now. Bye, darling. Now, don't wait up for us. Cheerio, David. Sorry, but, sorry.
No, that's all right. I hope you enjoy the show.
Oh, sure I will. Bound to. I've already seen it 17 times, and I like it more every time. Even getting the hang of the plot now.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye. I wonder what they'll bring home this time.
You never know. They might not get up to any monkey tricks.
Oh, yes, they will. Tony's as good as admitted it.
Why? What did he say?
Don't wait up for us.
Stage door, but no stage door keeper. Probably turn up in a second. Enjoy the show.
First rate.
How about my little number?
Amanda?
Yes.
Oh, eye-riveting.
Ah, here's the old boy now. Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
Miss Lee's dressing room?
Long near first door.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Look, you don't have to answer this unless you want to, but about Amanda, is it serious?
I've seen the show 18 times. By the way, she calls me Cherub.
Thanks for the warning.
There's worse to come, old man. I call her Tiddles.
Tiddles?
Yes.
It is serious.
Oh, here we are. We'd better knock.
Come in.
Hello, Tiddles.
Cherub, darling. is he?
I'm Cherub's brother.
Sorry.
Tony.
Amanda.
Hello.
Hello. Cherub, guess what? You know Leonie?
Leonie?
Leonie Francis in the show.
Oh, yes, of course.
We're sharing digs this week, adjoining rooms, so we've decided to throw a party.
When, tonight?
Would you both like to come?
Oh, try and stop us.
No, I think you'd better count me out.
Why?
I ought to be getting
Oh,
there.
come on now. That doesn't sound like you. Don't tell me you're shy.
It won't be a big party, about 6 of us, that's all.
There you are, you see. A nice, intimate little affair.
I know, that's what's worrying me. Well, I mean, that is...
Oh, you must come. Wouldn't be the same without you. You don't have to stay late.
Yes,
And I'm sure you'll enjoy yourself. I know Tiddle's parties. Now, what do you say?
Oh, well, bang on.
Absolutely wizard.
I'll make a dance review yet. So try it again. You're still too slow on the turn.
Not fast enough for you, eh?
Just your feet.
Right, here we go. Oh, we're all scrumptious.
Will you keep your mind on your feet?
Drink, anybody? Anybody without a drink? Oh, how about you? Cherub's brother.
Oh, sorry, I was miles away.
I've forgotten your name, I'm afraid.
Tony, and you're...
Leonie.
Oh, yes, of course.
You've got an empty glass.
Oh, no more for me, thanks, really.
You are a wallflower, sitting here on the sofa all on your own. Don't you want to dance?
Oh, a bit out of practice.
Practice with me.
I couldn't ask you to take that risk.
All right, then. I'll sit down and talk to you. Move over.
Oh, sorry. Yes, right.
You don't seem to be enjoying yourself.
Oh, wizard time.
Well, really? I asked you to move over. But there's no need to pin yourself against the other side. You might come a little closer. Friendlier. Besides, you look terribly uncomfortable perched on the edge.
No, I'm fine.
I must say, I confess I'm a little surprised. It's terribly bad for my ego.
Oh, it isn't that. It's just that...
What?
Well, I'm a married man.
That makes it even more surprising.
And happily married.
Oh, I see. Oh, well, luckily I've experienced this before, so I know exactly what to do. What's her name?
Whose?
Your wife's.
Anne.
Children?
One of each.
How old?
Oh, Alexander's just...
Hello there, Tony. Tiddles has been giving me a dancing lesson.
How are you getting on?
Oh, hot stuff. I mean my dancing, not Tiddles.
Cherub.
Go and get me a drink lined up. There's an angel.
Yes, all right.
Got a spare handkerchief, Tony. Seem to have lost
Oh,
mine.
yeah, you can borrow this one.
Oh, good show.
You'd better wipe your mouth.
Have I,
Coated. And your ear, oddly enough.
Nothing odd about that, old man. You must be getting old. There you are. You can hurry back in.
Thank you.
Was I right or wasn't I? Smashing party, eh?
Oh, smashing.
Yeah, no,
I
where
think
is
it's
that
time
drink
we were
of mine?
going, really, I do.
You were saying Alexander's only...
Only a baby. Carol's 7 now.
She's at school then?
Oh, yes. I gather she's fairly bright. Gets that from me, of course, you know. Draws rather well, too, and paints. She gets that from Anne. She's always had an artistic flair, you know. No, not that she has any time for it now, what with the children and house and everything. She's artistic about that, you know, the way she arranges the flowers and that sort of thing.
4:25.
Oh, good gracious. Even worse than last year.
No, better.
Well, how do you make that out?
They went to great pains not to wake me up.
But you did, even so.
Well, yes. That's what woke me up.
What?
All the shushing.
Oh, God. I see.
And needless to say, when Tony came to bed, I went to great pains to pretend I was asleep.
Well, sorry, I don't follow.
I didn't want him to think I was waiting up for him in any sense.
Well, strictly no nagging.
Exactly.
Were they reeling?
Oh, yes. I crept out onto the landing and watched their progress up the stairs.
Tony as well?
It was rather difficult to tell.
Difficult?
To tell whether he was really reeling or whether Robin was making him reel.
Terribly difficult. Where on earth had they been?
I haven't heard yet.
You don't mean he's still in bed?
They both are.
What, at 11:15?
Why so surprised? Gay dogs like Robin never get up till noon, and after his gay evening, Tony's obviously a tired old dog.
Oh, hello. Psyche's woken up. Yes, no, I know you weren't really. I was joking. I wonder what the explanation's going to be this time.
About the same as last time.
Well, their watches had stopped.
Oh, something equally Oh,
What's the matter?
movement on the stairs.
Oh, this is going to be interesting.
Yes, but don't forget, I'm not supposed to know about it. The time they came in or anything.
My mind's a blank. I don't even remember you mentioning the time was 4:25.
Oh, hello there.
Morning, Tony.
Hello, darling.
Oh, shut up, Psyche.
Well, she's only saying good morning.
Well, she doesn't need to say it at the top of her voice.
Headache, darling?
Oh, slight.
Well, did you enjoy the show?
First rate.
A gay evening altogether?
Oh, all right, you know.
What time did you get back?
Didn't you hear us come in?
Not a sound.
Oh, good.
Anne's just been telling me about it, actually.
About what?
Oh, telling me she didn't hear you come in. You must have come in terribly shushing. Terribly quietly.
Were you very late?
Well, no, not really, you know.
What time was it?
I don't know. You're just gone 1, I suppose.
1?
Right about that.
I should take it back to the makers. Must take my watch back to the makers.
Would you like some breakfast?
No, thanks.
Coffee?
Yes, I'd love some.
Then you shall have some. I'll go and make it straight away.
Thank you, dear.
It's the least I can do. After all, you are taking me down in the car.
Taking you where?
Shopping. You promised me yesterday, remember?
Oh, for heaven's sakes, I'd forgotten about that. That really does it. Look, David, old boy, you've got to do something for me, and believe me, it's urgent. I left my scarf round there last night, and you've got to go and fetch it.
Round where?
No, well, I suppose you've got to know. But let this secret out, and it'll be the last you'll ever let out. You understand?
Well, only too clearly. I'm going to die young.
Now, listen, this is no joking matter. I'm in a devil of a fix.
Why? What's happened?
I'd better tell you the whole story. The leading lady in the show happens to be
The
one...
girlfriend of Robin's. Yes, I know. He told me.
Well, she threw a party in her digs last night. A nice little intimate affair. 3 girls and 3 men. Robin and I and one other.
What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with it?
Well, I can't see anything wrong.
No, but Anne would. It was all perfectly innocent, of course, but I can hardly expect her to believe that.
Oh, nonsense. Of course she would.
Look, there's no time to argue. It's in Marlow Road. I don't know the number, but it's a big house standing on its own. Off you go. There's a good chap. Every second counts.
What does the scarf look like?
Oh, for the love of Mike, I don't suppose there were many left there last night. It's one Anne knitted for me, and she must be getting absent-minded.
Why?
It's about 1.5 miles long. Sure to know I was wearing it last night, and she's bound to notice it's missing.
Bound to?
One of those odd twists of fate. Women expect us to notice what they're wearing, but we never do. On the other hand, we couldn't care less whether they notice, but they never miss a thing. And at times like this, it's deucedly inconvenient. Off you go, old boy. I'll tell Anne you suddenly remembered you got a business appointment.
What, Saturday morning?
That's why you'd forgotten it.
Are you sure it wouldn't be better to confess the whole thing?
Oh, my dear chap, I've never been so sure of anything in my life. If Anne ever found out, she'd knit me another scarf, specially. And we'd both die young.
And the connection?
Specially to strangle me with.
Darling Cherub, just to say how wonderful it was to see you again, but then...
Hey, that's private.
You shouldn't leave it lying around. But then, darling Cherub, it's always
Give it to me.
Not until I've seen how you've ended it. I love you, I love you, I love you. Your own Tiddles. Oh, dear. I didn't realize it was that serious. Here you are. Sorry, that's all right.
You haven't got an envelope, have you?
I may have one in my room. I'll go and see. I've got a feeling I used the last one. Wonder who that can be. Coming.
Miss Lee?
Yes?
I'm sorry to bother you, but my brother-in-law, Tony, left his scarf here last night.
Oh, so that's who you are. Cherub's brother's brother-in-law.
Cherub?
Robin. Come along in. They should have brought you along to see the show.
Well, I only wish they had. I gather it's awfully good, and you're absolutely wonderful.
Is that what Cherub said?
Yes.
What else did he say?
That you sing like a dream, and when you dance, he sits up and sleeps.
Sleep?
He nods off as he watches. Sits up and watches.
Well, that's more like it.
He said something about a smashing little number, too, but he didn't tell me which one he meant.
Knowing Cherub, he probably meant me.
Meant that you were what?
A smashing little number.
Yes, I know, but he didn't say what it was called.
The scarf's here, look.
Oh, jolly good.
Would you like some coffee or something?
Yeah, no, thanks. I've got to rush back. It's jolly nice to have met you. But...
No luck, darling.
Oh, dear. Oh, David, Leonie.
Hello.
What am I worrying about? I've got my own special messenger. You don't mind, do you, taking this letter to Cherub?
Not a bit.
I haven't got an envelope, so I'll have to trust you not to read it.
Well, I wouldn't dream of reading it.
Oh, and you might give him a message. Say that Tiddles is glad to hear she's a smashing little number.
Tiddles?
Me.
Oh, I see. The Tiddles is glad to hear she's a smashing little... Oh, gosh, I see.
See what?
That it was you in tribal chant. Hello, Tony.
Oh, hello.
Came in the back way. Hello, then. Hello. One scarf, 1.5 miles long.
You'll have to hide it.
Hide it?
Anne noticed it was missing and started asking awkward questions. I had to think fast.
Oh, what did you do?
Pretended to phone the theatre and told it had been found there. Where the dickens can we hide that damn...
Tony!
Stuff it in your pocket, quickly.
Yes, all right. That's if I can get it all in.
I'll be ready to go in. Oh, hello, Pop. It's back already. Have you seen him?
Seen who?
Your business appointment.
Oh, yes, I saw him.
It must have been somebody very important to get you to the office on Saturday.
Well, yes, he's a pretty important scarf, actually. A pretty important chap.
What have you got in your pocket? It's bulging right out.
That's my scarf. And it's a bit on the long side.
Oh, somebody at the door. Would you answer it, Anne?
I think perhaps I'd better. I'll be ready to go in 5 minutes.
Righto. Oof, close shave.
Sorry.
Oh, not your fault. Better give it to me and I'll try and...
In here. I'll see you in a minute. Oh, yes, all right. Hello?
Hello there.
Hello, Zoe.
I've only popped in for a moment.
You'll have to excuse me, Zoe. I've got to go and get tidied up. Hang on to that scarf for a moment, would you, David?
If you like.
Grateful.
You're going to lose your scarf. Look, it's hanging out of your pocket.
Where? Psyche, let go. Let go of it. Psyche, bring it back. Drop it down. Psyche.
Now, this is very interesting.
What?
Darling Cherub, just to say how wonderful it was to see you again.
Oh, you mustn't read that. It's somebody's letter.
It dropped out of your pocket, Cherub.
Why, I don't know what you're implying, but you're absolutely wrong. I met her for the first time this morning.
Who?
Tiddles.
Tiddles?
Yeah, that's her nickname.
And you met her for the first time this morning?
Oh, no, look, it isn't for me. It's
Zoe, if you'd like a lift down to town, we're going... Tony's scarf.
Oh, gosh.
How did that get back here? How did this letter get in your pocket?
How do I always get into these messes?
Bye, Anne. Where's the time?
Come on, Robin. You're going to miss that train.
Goodbye, David. Bang on meeting you. Bye.
Goodbye. Goodbye, Robin.
Only lasted 3 days this time.
Yes, but for a different reason. The show's moved on to another town, and he's off to see his darling Tiddles.
Oh, gosh, I see. Do you think they'll get married?
I think they might. And if they do, Peter Pan might grow up after all.
Oh, by the way, I haven't had a chance to say it before, but it was jolly nice of you not to say anything to Tony about the scarf.
Strictly no nagging.
Oh, you're a wizard, wife.
He's a bang-on husband. Poor Robin. I always feel rather sad when he goes. But when he's here...
I know exactly what you're going to say.
What?
Oh, brother.
In A Life of Bliss this week, the artists taking part were David Bliss, George Cole, Anne Fellows, Diana Churchill, Tony Fellows, Colin Gordon, Robin Fellows, Frederick Treves, Psyche the dog, Percy Edwards, Zoe Hunter, Sheila Sweet, Amanda Lee, Judith Stott, Leonie Francis, Sheila Manahan. This recorded program was written by Geoffrey Harrison and produced by Leslie Bridgemont.